Assalamu alaikum everyone. I hope everyone is doing well. So I'm going to go over the program GitHub. I really suggest to give this a trial. This is a program that is free and the council can use it as a way to organize itself and see how we're doing in terms of frequency and whatnot. So the first thing we have to do is make an account with GitHub. So you go to github.com and you sign up and make an account. And once you have an account, email me your account name so that I can add you to the group. All right, so once you log into your account, this is the page that you would see. And then you would come over here and you would see, after I add you, of course, you would see Islamic Council 2017. You would click on that. And then you get to this page. Now, we have several tabs over here. So I would like you to click on boards. So on boards is pretty much, this is the board. This is the workflow that the council will be working with in terms of what are the action items that we're working on, what are the tools, and who is doing what. So it's pretty much to oversee the workflow of the council. So for this to be successful, it'll be very good that everyone or many members to keep using this, so we can follow and track and to show that the council is active. So for example, here we have different columns, new issues, icebox, backlog, in progress, etc. So let's say we have an action item. So let me come up with an action item. Let's say I want to update the calendar event for the website. So that's an action item. So I would go to new issue, and in the title over here I would say update calendar events. All right, and here I would give more details of the event or events. So here I would pretty much put in the data over here. All right, and then another very, very important thing, that when we submit an action item, let's say I want to assign this action item to someone in the web committee, all right, and I'm on vacation. All right, so we go to the pipeline over here. So we have new issues, icebox, backlog, in progress, and whatnot. So new issues is pretty much you want something done. It's not been necessarily assigned yet, or maybe it is assigned, but it's not in progress yet. It's just sitting there. Icebox is something, an action item that's been seen, but it's on hold. Backlog pretty much is, okay, this is the stuff we need to work on. And let's say I am swamped and I have so many things that are going on, and someone else, another member, can pick any item, pick up any action item and choose the action item they can work on. All right, and so this will improve the flow. So this is live, that we can see who is doing what, who is swamped, who is available, and you can assign these tasks, or the person can pick and choose. In progress, let's say I want to work on this now, so I'm going to select in progress. Review Q&A, let's say I have some questions. I want to be reviewed by the president, the executive director, or the committee. This is where it would be. And when it's done, then that task is accomplished and done. And the nice thing about this as well, in this space, you can come and you can give a link of a Google Doc. So using the Google platform, the nice thing about it, we can share the same document. So this is a link that can be posted. So instead of going and through the email trying to find that shared document, it's right here under this action item. It's very easy, very accessible. All right, so pipeline, I'm going to choose in progress. For assignees, let's say I'm in vacation and I'm going to assign it to this person, for example. Labels. Okay, so Google Events can relate to administrative as well as website. So this is very important that we label what type of category are we dealing with. Is this, and it's also calendar related, all right? Um, Other labels we have is communications, conference, interfaith, newsletter, and we can always add more labels. So the nice thing about this is to see the percentage of how much is put in what category. Is it 20%, 30% in this particular month, is in this particular quarter, in this particular year? How much work have we put into? All right. Projects, don't worry about that. Milestone is very important. So let's say you pick up a time deadline. Are we approaching our deadline? How are we doing with our time? So let's say I want to update this, let's say that in the month, or maybe this date. All right. And it's very important because this will show us the progress. This will give us the report. So label and milestones are very key to enable us to get a report to see how we're doing as a council. Don't worry about epics. Estimate how much time do you think it will take? Maybe around an hour or so. All right, and that's pretty much it. Then we'll go to say submit new issue. All right, and here it is. It's open, and the nice thing about this, all right, is that anyone can come here who is a member of this group can come here and write a comment, add links, give feedback, as well as give progress that I need to work more on this, I need an extra 2 days, this is done, here's the link of the calendar, etc., etc. So whatever needs to be commented on this, so you have a thread pretty much for this action item. So everything is in one space. All right, and then we comment and we're all set. And then here we see it's in progress with this assigned person, and here we go. So this is pretty much the gist of it, that here we have the board of how we're doing and who is doing what and what department or committee is doing what. And we can oversee. So if something is behind, then maybe we need to assign it to somebody. If someone is away or sick, then we assign it to someone else to do it. All right. And let's say someone doesn't know what we're doing, all the details can be there already, which is pretty neat because it's all in one space. All right. So this is about new issues and making issues and working on them. All right. Let's say you want to filter. Let's say it gets too cluttery. There are too many action items. And let me see. I want to see the work of this person. Then it filters it to this person. So it cleans it up and filters up for you. Let's say the other person only, okay, has one action item to work with. This is what he's doing right now. So I know this is what he's working at. All right. You want to see all of them, then we click on all of them. All right. And no issues with no assignees. So this is pretty much all the action items that needs to be done. All right. You can filter by milestone. What is due? What is due? Then these are the items that needs to be worked on, which is pretty neat. All right. Labels, let's say I want to work something related only to the calendar. Okay, then we get this. Or anything that's just administrative. So let me, all right, which is pretty cool. You can also remove the checkboxes. And same thing here. Actually, you do need them. I'm kidding. All right. Okay, so let's say you want to make a new label or a new milestone. So to do that, you go to Issues. And here you have the buttons. You have Labels. These are the labels that we have. We have Youth, Website, Newsletter, Interfaith, Conference, Communications, Calendar, Administrative. And let's say you want to add a new issue. So you click on this green button, New Issue. And let's say we want to talk about meetings, like the quarterly meetings, for example. or any meeting. All right, and pick a different color of choice. Let's say this color, and create. So it could be about anything. It could be notes regarding the meeting, a particular date. It could be the dates of these particular meetings, the quarterly meetings and whatnot. Anything meeting related, we put the label of meeting, for example. All right, so let's say we want to do a milestone and add more dates. So to do that, new milestone, you give a name for that milestone, and you pick the date that it's due. So that's pretty much straightforward. And once we have these tasks done, then we can start developing the reports. As we are doing the work and we are assigning a label and assigning a milestone, then we can actually develop reports. So if we go to reports, over here, this milestone has no start date. So this can be, for example, let's say this one has no start date. So I would go to change, and let's say the start date is today. Here we go. So easy fix. And let's say, well, this velocity, this burn down report, like, are we reaching our goal? So right now it's over here and not here because it's just one day. So let's pick a different one so you can see both. So let's say for the month of August, from today until then, how much percentage was completed for that assigned milestone? Okay, so right now it's over here and not down over here. That means I need to work on ASAP to do this task. This is to check how is my burn down report in accomplishing this task. So it's really neat. Velocity tracking. So here you would see a graph of velocity tracking in terms of how much we've accomplished with different dates, how we're doing overall as a council. All right, so this pretty much it. Of course, if you go to Insights and you go to Pulse, you would eventually see these are all the tasks and what is completed, what's in progress, what's not been completed. So here you have a full report overview of the active pull requests. So let's say there are 12 active issues. These are the action items that need to be done. So 0 closed, so that means 0 is done out of 12. All right. If we go to graphs, all right, we're not there yet. Don't worry about this. But again, as we develop more tasks, we will get reports. Alrighty, so I hope this was helpful, and I hope you give this a try and see how this goes. Alright, thank you very much for your time, and hope to hear back from you. Thank you.